What happens when one of the most talked about names in conservative media steps out with a partner who's equally intriguing? That's the buzz sweeping across headlines today. Laura Ingraham, a name synonymous with bold commentary and fearless opinions, made an appearance that has everyone speculating. Was it just another public outing? Or does it hint at something more? For decades, Laura has commanded attention, not just on screen but off-screen too. Her sharp insights and commanding presence have built a loyal following. But this latest appearance, it's different. It sparked questions about her life outside the studio. Who was by her side? And what does this say about Laura Ingraham beyond the persona millions tune in to watch? Stay with us as we connect the dots behind the scenes, unpacking what this moment reveals about one of the most influential voices in modern media. Stick around until the end because we'll share a surprising twist about Laura's rise to fame that even her biggest fans don't know, a detail that will make you see her story in a whole new way. Laura Ingraham isn't just a television presenter, she's a force of nature. For years, she's held her ground as one of the sharpest voices in media, earning admiration and stirring debates with her unwavering stance on the issues that matter most. But behind the polished anchor desk and fiery commentary lies a story filled with grit, ambition, and personal sacrifice. Born in a small town in Connecticut, Laura grew up in a world far from the bright lights of television. Yet even then, she stood out, a young woman with a sharp intellect and an unshakable determination to make her mark. From excelling in academics to becoming a standout at Dartmouth College, Laura's early years hinted at the powerhouse she would become. What sets her apart isn't just her ability to command attention on air, it's her relentless pursuit of excellence and her courage to embrace challenges head-on. From clerking for a Supreme Court justice to building a career in one of the toughest industries, Laura's story is a testament to her resilience. But there's more to her than the tough-as-nails commentator you see on screen. Who is Laura when the cameras are off? And how does this latest headline-grabbing appearance fit into the bigger picture of her remarkable life? Keep watching, because her story only gets more intriguing, and there's a key moment from her past that ties directly to her success today. Laura Ingraham's journey to prominence didn't begin with a microphone or a camera. It started in Glastonbury, Connecticut, where she grew up in a modest home with a hardworking family. From an early age, Laura displayed the kind of focus and determination that hinted at her future success. She wasn't born into privilege, but she was born with grit, a quality that would carry her far. When it came to education, Laura was unstoppable. She secured a spot at Dartmouth College, where she didn't just coast by, she thrived. A natural leader with a sharp mind, she graduated with honors, leaving an impression that would last long after she moved on. But Laura didn't stop there. She pursued a Juris Doctor degree from the University of Virginia School of Law, one of the most prestigious law schools in the country. Her time in law wasn't just about earning a degree, it was about shaping her perspective. As a clerk for Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, Laura found herself at the epicenter of American law and politics. This wasn't just a job, it was a masterclass in how to think critically and defend her beliefs with conviction. But what's fascinating is how Laura transitioned from a world of legal briefs to the high-stakes world of media. What inspired her to trade the courtroom for the studio? And how did her legal expertise become one of her greatest strengths on air? Keep watching, because the answers may surprise you. Laura Ingraham's leap into media wasn't just a career shift, it was a bold move that showcased her ability to adapt and thrive in an entirely different arena. It was the 1990s, a time when breaking into the competitive world of journalism was no small feat, especially for someone with a background in law. But Laura didn't just break in, she made waves. Her early roles included stints as a speechwriter for the Reagan administration and editorial work for prominent publications, where her sharp voice and ability to tackle complex issues stood out. By the time she made her on-air debut, Laura had already honed the skills that would set her apart: clarity, conviction, and an uncanny ability to connect with audiences. Fast forward to today, and Laura is a cornerstone of conservative media. Her primetime show, The Ingraham Angle, dominates Fox News ratings, drawing millions of viewers who rely on her for fearless commentary. Laura doesn't just report the news, she challenges it, breaks it down, and delivers it with unmatched energy and insight. And yet, her career is far from confined to television. She's a household name in radio too, with The Laura Ingraham Show, a nationally syndicated program that extends her influence across the airwaves. What's remarkable is how she's built a brand that's as multifaceted as it is impactful. But success like this doesn't come without sacrifices or challenges. How did Laura navigate the inevitable pushback from critics, the long hours, and the constant scrutiny. And what moment in her career cemented her as a trailblazer in conservative media? Stay tuned, because we're about to uncover the moments that defined her rise. Laura Ingraham's influence isn't confined to the screen or the airwaves. She's also a prolific author whose work has left a lasting imprint on the cultural and political landscape. Her books are more than just bestsellers, they're bold, unapologetic statements that challenge the status quo and offer sharp critiques of contemporary issues. Take her breakout title, The Hillary Trap. At a time when few dared to question certain narratives, Laura tackled them head-on, offering a fresh and thought-provoking perspective. Then there's Shut Up and Sing, a scathing yet insightful commentary on Hollywood and its influence on politics. Each book isn't just a product of her ideology, it's a reflection of her ability to analyze and articulate the challenges of modern society. What makes Laura's work stand out is her ability to bridge complex ideas with relatable insights. Her readers aren't just conservatives, they're individuals looking for clarity in a noisy world. Through her writing, Laura has managed to solidify her role as a thought leader who isn't afraid to push boundaries. But here's the twist, her books also offer glimpses into the person behind the powerhouse. They reveal a Laura Ingraham who is deeply reflective, fiercely principled, and unafraid to stand alone when necessary. As we move forward, we'll explore how Laura balances her demanding career with the personal side of her life, a side that offers an entirely different layer to her story. And trust me, you'll want to hear what drives her to keep pushing boundaries in every aspect of her life. Let's continue to the next chapter of her inspiring journey. Behind the bold commentary and high-profile media career is a side of Laura Ingraham that few get to see, a fiercely devoted mother and family woman. While her professional life often places her in the spotlight, her personal life reveals a woman of remarkable compassion and resilience. Laura is a proud single mother to 3 adopted children, Maria from Guatemala and Michael and Nikolai from Russia. For someone with an intense and demanding career, this commitment to building a family is both inspiring and telling. It shows a side of Laura that's rooted in love, care, and unwavering dedication. She often speaks about the joys and challenges of raising her children, balancing the chaos of parenting with the equally chaotic world of primetime television. But it hasn't always been smooth sailing. Adopting children from different parts of the world brought its own set of obstacles, from navigating complex legal systems to managing the transitions for her kids. Yet Laura embraced every challenge with the same determination she brings to her work. This commitment to family doesn't just make her relatable, it's a window into the values that drive her. She often shares how her children have taught her patience, resilience, and a deeper sense of purpose. It's a side of Laura that reminds us that even amidst controversy and criticism, she's grounded by the love she has for her family. But how does Laura manage to balance it all? A thriving career, 3 children, and the constant demands of public life, it seems almost impossible. And yet, she does it with a grace that leaves many in awe. Stay with us, because what's coming next will reveal how Laura's resilience has been tested time and time again, and how she continues to rise above it all. Laura Ingraham's story is far more than the sum of her achievements. It's a testament to resilience, ambition, and heart. From her humble beginnings in Connecticut to her meteoric rise in media, she's proven time and again that no challenge is insurmountable. Her sharp wit, unwavering convictions, and devotion to her family paint the picture of a woman who refuses to be defined by the expectations of others. Her recent headline-grabbing appearance reminds us that Laura is always evolving, constantly finding new ways to surprise and inspire her audience. It's not just about what she says on air, it's about how she lives her life, balancing the pressures of the spotlight with the joys and trials of motherhood. But here's the part you won't want to miss. There's a little-known moment in Laura's journey that's often overlooked, a turning point that shaped her into the powerhouse she is today. It's a detail so crucial, it might just change the way you see her story entirely. If you found Laura's story as captivating as millions of others have, don't stop here. There are countless untold stories about figures like her, moments of triumph, controversy, and perseverance that can reshape how we view their legacies. Keep exploring the lives of those who shape our world, because behind every headline lies a narrative worth hearing. What could be more rewarding than uncovering the connections between their public triumphs and private struggles? Stick around for more stories like this, because there's always another layer waiting to be revealed.